the basic one, oops, that drops straight out the back. So, where is it? Potato Technologies. And we didn't try all of them. So there's this one, which just drops straight out the back. Potatoes dug out of the ground here, drops straight off the back into a row. There's the one we're using, which potatoes dug out of the ground and dropped off to the side, and you can switch which side you want them. But obviously that allows you to go down the field, turn around and come back down the field and create a double height swath, which is what we've been doing. And then the third one is this one. And this has a topper and a digger and drops everything straight out the back. So you don't need one of these to top your potatoes. We went with the potato topper. So I send a small tractor out to top the potatoes, and then we come back with this thing and create double rows. So the collection process is quicker. And that's always a good thing, I think. Okay. Come on about and get this unloaded, and we'll take the spreader down to the whatever field that was that we planted. Okay. There's the Spitfires. Okay. Okay, what was that? That was no worries. That was the same, no worries. So yeah, fall tends to be the most busy time of year for the way I do farming on FarmSim, because we're harvesting, we're preparing the fields almost immediately. For the winter crops we're planting, and then potentially a ton of fertilizer as well. Yeah. So all of the fields we have planted by the end of fall will be 100% fertilized. I am planning to herbicide as well, all of them. And that's going to have to be done manually, because obviously there's no weeds on the field, and a worker will not put herbicide on a field that doesn't have weeds on it. But with seasons, the weeds come sort of intermittently, and if you spray a field with a crop in it, it will not grow weeds. So let's unfold that, and I can put that straight back on a worker. Or not. Okay, let's turn it on and drive and go worker. Really? Okay, let's turn it on and drive. And go worker. Yes. Alrighty. So workers doing. Dude. Do working. Okay, I guess we're going to come back and do that edge later. In the meantime, more potatoes to pick up. Helper I has completed their task. No, they haven't. Okay, turn that off. Turn it back on again. Alrighty, let's get this thing filled up again. I think again we're very close to, well, I don't know, that might be another full load into the cart before we get the partial. There we go. It's not going to fit right there. And I forgot to do that. I probably shouldn't really be driving over the potatoes here, but well. 2368, I think that's probably going to be full, but I think I want to get this thing working. So I will set that there, turn that on, and put the helper on. Okay, go tractor. So yeah, this is part of the problem why courseplay doesn't work on this as well. There's something bugged about that side of the field that doesn't like workers, doesn't like courseplay, doesn't like a lot of things. Oh, did we fill that? No, we didn't. Wow. So let us turn that back on and see if we can make it to the end of the row. So yeah, obviously if we use the harvester that doesn't need the topper, or the harvester that just drops it out the back, we would be collecting a lot less quickly. Because these are effectively double rows. And that should be kind of close. Good grief, we're still... There we are. We are done. That might not work. So, again, we'll take these back to the yard. And, okay. Mrs. Osa is awake at the hospital and may want to be picked up soon. The problem is it depends when they say she can go home. Last time I got a call at sort of 10 o'clock in the morning. She's coming home today. Come into the hospital and pick her up. So that's a case of okay then, I'm on my way immediately. And we got there and we sat around for about 7 hours before they got their act together and said, okay, now you can go. Now that's not particularly convenient for me. Especially not because the last time she was in hospital I had to pick her up from Detroit, which is about an hour each way, I think. Fortunately, she is in the local hospital, so it's 15 minutes down the road. I'm going to have to wait. Yeah. And I'd like to have an estimate of, she says, okay, you can come and pick me up, and it's sort of, and how long are we going to be sitting around waiting for them to actually release you and not just say, hey, you're going home sometime vaguely today. Especially not since I need to be here for a bunch of stuff. Ooh. Okay, potato empty. And yes, I'm using the grain doors because it prevents that tipping up quite so much. That's so interesting. Oh, excuse me. Where's the Roland? The Roland was back here. Pretty sure. Yes. So this one is looking at that. And it does have a grain door at the back. Okay. So grain doors are useful, especially on farms, UK style farms, where there is a lower tip height on a lot of the barns. So either you go for a shorter 1 or 2 axle cart, or if you're taking a 3 axle cart, strongly consider sticking to carts with grain doors, because you can artificially limit the tip angle by using the grain cart. Though it does slow down how quickly you tip. Okay. So as I was saying, these 2 fields are now done. I think for the most part now we probably have 1 grass cut left. I think that's 2 fields and the pasture behind the cow shed. Then that's it. We'll wrap those and then sell them. The potatoes is our last main crop, and probably will be each year. Oh, actually, not necessarily, because next year we're planning a maize cut, so silage, not silage, foraging corn. and doing that will that's obviously another late crop as well. Now, I haven't checked, but I'm thinking I have to do it this way because the angle the JCB is at. Oops. Alrighty, turn that off. Jump in there. Might have to go to the second row here. Turn that on. Oh, maybe we'll go for the third one. Cool. Okay, so fertilization is done. Kind of, sort of, maybe. That field is hardly ever accurately harvested or accurately worked by a worker because it's triangular. So we'll go check how good it is. And 794, 6800. Okay, let's go find the cart. As soon as we start unloading that, we'll jump over here and see what's what. We are kind of close to the end. So everything else on this field needs to be done manually, because why not? What did we do here? We did canola in this field. Need to jump back a little ways so we can actually see what we're covering. Did I miss a bit of planting there? That's a shame. So again, this is reduced coverage of fertilizer because we did put digestate down in order to reduce our fertilization costs on this field. I don't know, do I go? What I'll do is I'll go up along the roadway. We'll definitely come back down this way because there's a whole swath of bits missed. But I might end up, wasn't a particularly efficient coverage, but I might end up only having to go up the field this way once. So we'll end up at the bottom, nicely covered. And that's... I don't know if that actually hit the full triangle or not. It looked like it didn't, but sometimes the coverage map will say yes you did manage it. So I'm not coming back up this way again so long as I get the entire top of the field and this corner up here. This is a good wide spreader, so keeps the job quick and simple. Well, not quite so simple. The problem is I don't get on well with stuff I have to tow that's articulated, because it makes it much harder to get the spread where you want it. You have to predict where the tractor's going to be in order to yeah, that's a piece we didn't plant. Same with this bit here. See, that bit's fully covered. We'll drive back down and we can put this away. As I said, I could take this over to the clover fields and put solid fertilizer on them, but I think we'll go liquid. Just because I can't put narrow tyres on the spreader. You can put it on the smaller one axle spreader, but not on this one. So it's really a lime spreader rather than a fertilizer spreader, because you can't go back on a field with wheels that big and not damage the crop once it's established. For this stage where the crop's just been planted, we're just going over it with the fertilizer. That's fine. Okay.
Good morning, Neil.
Hello. Okay, back on the potato harvest. Contractors here, so we're going to have, what would it be, tile cutting noises and the likes for the next couple of hours, I would guess. I think what I can do now is actually finish these sort of bits of rows at the end here. Then obviously I'll work these two first. If we work the first one, I don't know. Yeah, that will be alright. I can go down here. It's kind of close, I must admit. We're not going to make it to the cart before we're full, which is good. So that allows me to shuffle over out of its way. And I won't be coming back up on this row. Okay. Take these back to the yard. So I think right now we're done with the fertilizer, aren't we? That is a really convenient bus lay-by. I don't know who catches a bus there, because nothing around.
No, it's probably hanging on the wheels.
Anyway. And the contractor bought his minions, so there will also be discussions in the background about cutting tile and fetching tile. So what else do I need still? Well, I might still need the Land Rover for stuff, but I think I can probably put that away in the shed for now. Ooh, stop. Deprived BFE. Good day, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the Saturday stream. Get that cleaned off. Again, we'll do it the wrong way round. I should probably have this sprayer down or the pressure washer down the side and not here. Okay, turn that off. And we'll go and find our... That's a truck. Harvester, yay. Get this thing moving again. Alrighty, and I'll put the conveyor down and then I'll forget to put it back up again, because that's a thing. Get this one done. Oh, we're full. Poop. Stop. Handbrake's on. I did hear. That's the handbrake. Back up. So yeah, I won't be able to come back up on this road because obviously the cart's going to be in the way anyway. Plus it's a tight turn, so... Oh, stop. Good job.